Joe Haggerty from Boston Hockey Now, reporting for CLNS Media here at the Florida Live Arena, where I just saw the Boston Bruins win 4-2 in Game 3 over the Florida Panthers. And quite simply, I think what we all saw tonight was Boston Bruins hockey for the first time in this first-round playoff series between the Panthers and the Bruins. They were not the shadows of themselves that they were in the first couple of games, where they're having trouble breaking the puck out of the zone, were nowhere near the front of the net and getting to the inside ice in the offensive zone, and really didn't look like they were quite engaged with playoff hockey yet. Instead, we saw that in Game 3, some of their most dominant moments. They outshot the Florida Panthers 12-4 in the second period and went up 2-0 at that point. I thought that was the most dominant stretch we've seen from the Bruins at any point in these first three games. But you put it all together, the 60 minutes that we saw in this game, 2 goals scored in front of the net, getting to that inside ice. Charlie Coyle beating Alexander Barkov physically to a puck that Brad Marchand threw at the net and popping it over Alex Lyon for a second period goal. And then we also saw Nick Foligno going to the net and scoring a goal off a pass from Taylor Hall later on. Lots of shots from the slot in front of Alex Lyon, putting a heavy pressure on that journeyman goaltender and finally knocking him out of the game in the third period. But it wasn't just the inside ice and the good offensive chances. We also saw the Boston Bruins defensemen, much better defensive zone coverage, breaking the puck out with speed, getting it through the neutral zone. And we also saw a little tenacity, a little anger. We saw Charlie McAvoy come out and make a statement on the first shift of the game, blowing up Eetu Luostarinen. Later on, he did the same thing to Anton Lundell and forced Alexander Barkov again to tackle him as a response. But it looked to me like the Boston Bruins were the aggressors in this game. They knew that they'd been embarrassed on their home ice in Game 2. They also knew they were missing David Krejci and Patrice Bergeron in this game, and that everybody top to bottom was going to need to be at their best. Jim Montgomery saying afterwards that there had been passengers in this series to this point in the first couple of games. There were no passengers in Game 3. He said it. I saw it. That's exactly what happened on the ice. And now you have to wonder how the Florida Panthers are going to answer this, because I think the Bruins are rolling at this point, playing their style of hockey. Should be an interesting Game 4. In Florida, it's Joe Haggerty. Check me out at Boston Hockey Now. We'll see you at the next game.